Telepathy, Toastmaster Sanya.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Meet, sir, for setting up the stage so wonderfully. Yes, actually, before we time the speech, actually, I just want to say something. Toastmaster Stuti ma'am, could you please share the screen when when you're showing the timing, because there are chances that I might miss the things in the chat box.
Actually, Toastmaster Sanya, in Toastmaster Priyanka's case, I couldn't share. She had a PPT that was being shared, but I will share the screen this time.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. Okay. So, yes. So now the speech starts. So how far is it justified to engage in fantasizing and hero worship? Anyone?
Sorry, Sanya, can you please repeat? To engage us in the.
Fantasizing and hero worshipping.
Uh, yeah, I don't believe in hero worshipping. Yeah, I believe more in the uh, 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 power of institution.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Yes. Anyone else?
Yeah, I also
So,
don't believe in uh, worshipping. Rather than, I think I will use a simple plain word like mihir. Uh, the teaching and what are we getting, not only from one person but from the multiple roles.
So, in my opinion, I would say that we do not like to, but hero worshipping and fantasizing is a big part of the society we live in. So, though everybody may not be in agreement and may not personally like it, it is a very important reality which exists and which we cannot turn a blind eye to. Toastmaster Sanya.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your wonderful opinions. Yeah. So, see, yes, exactly. Everyone has a different perspective about it. So, okay, so actually, what happened with me is actually somewhat connected to this. So, I would like to share my own experience about it. So, it was a wonderful morning. Everything was so wonderful. It was 2013, and I entered grade 6th. But someone else also entered the room. A new student, of course. His name was Bhavya. And to be frank, I was not at all a person who would approach and say hi. I was not at all like that. Neither I am today. Like that, who would approach and say hi. Never. I don't know why. So that was the thing. But then gradually time passed. We all were busy with our own stuff and things were going great. But then after 3 months, maybe in July, Bhavi realized that there is something different about me and I managed things a bit differently. So because of that, he was fascinated. And same was the case with me. I was fascinated because of his nature, because of his behavior, that although he was a quiet person, but he was quite friendly. He always used to make people comfortable, not because of their problems, not because of their challenges, but he knew and he also understood that knowing a person completely is the key. Everyone knew about the fact that Sanya has a disability and she's managing all those things in her way. But Bhavya knew something different about me. He knew me as a person. He wanted to spend time with me. He wanted to ask, as in, what are my hobbies? What do I like to do? And he wanted to be friends. Not because of the fact that I had a disability or because of some capabilities. Just because of the fact that he wanted to be friends without any conditions. He never assumed as to what help would I be requiring. He never chose to help without asking me. He always encouraged me to stand up, but I never did that. So then, although the things were going good and he was really smooth with his journeys, but I was the one who never initiated any conversations directly. So then, but I used to pray silently that, oh God, let me be in the same team in which I am. Like when we used to have those class projects, like those activities, when we used to have those teams and all, they used to pray to God that, okay, God, please let me be in my team, let Bhavya be in my team and all that. And then thankfully God heard. And then we shared the same team. Everything was really smooth. Everything was so good. Bhavya knew a lot of things about me, and all those things that no one knew. When those girls would come and say that Sanya, you're really very shy. You're so awkward. Then Bhavya would say that Sanya has a lot of stories to tell that no one knows. He knew that that I have a lot of jokes to tell. I have a lot of things to share, and that could happen because of his telepathy. I felt the same thing for him, and he felt the same thing for me. Whenever I used to think, I don't know how, but he was present at that moment and would ask, Sanya, what happened? I was like, nothing. How did you know? Like that, I'm just thinking about you right now. He was like, I don't know, I just came randomly. So one day this thing happened that we were having our exams. I wanted to go on my seat. Yeah, so then yes, I never actually I was really not really sure about as to where is my seat. So like by chance I went on Bhavya's seat. Instead of holding my hand and assisting me on my seat, he said, "Come, Sanya, let me give you directions to your seat, towards your seat." And that really, I was literally amazed by that thing. That no, like there was no person who handled it in such a healthy way, in such a wonderful way. So now, when I entered grade seventh, it was a time when I had an immediate need of being friends with someone because I was really an introverted person. I wanted to be friends. I wanted to open up. But as I did not tell it to anyone openly that okay, Bhavya is the best friend, and I really love spending time with him. He's a very good friend of mine. So I was really very shy to tell all that. But then, while sitting with my father, I discussed this with him. That Papa, they basically, I want to be friends. I want to be best friends with the person, but I'm really shy, in confessing that. But then he was like, "Dear, we should never regret in our life, no matter what. The worst thing would be that you will be rejected. So what if that happens? Because you want a best friend in your life. So that's okay. Let's try that." So I again, I'm literally an awkward person. Even till date, I can't tell someone that you're my best friend. That was the case till then. So I wrote a letter, and it was written that Bhavya, you're my best friend. Thank you so much for being in my life. And I gave it to him. I don't know how. So then I got to know that he feels the same. Then we were like, oh my God, all the days were really great. My health was getting improved. All the things were getting in their places. And then we had a deal. He asked me, yeah, I'll just find out. He had, you have to take keen interest in sports, and I'll be taking keen interest in studies. As he was a sports champion and I was good at academics. So we both shaped each other, we helped each other to grow. So now we are not actually in touch, but we have planned to meet at Delhi University. So let's see as to what happens. I'm still waiting. Thank you so much.